morning world, this is Seda here, Gourmet Next Door, coming to you live on a Saturday. Happy weekend everyone. So this morning I have an awesome breakfast slash brunch idea for you. I woke up dreaming of yogurt. I love yogurt and lately I think I had a lot of eggs. So this morning I'm gonna make you a breakfast parfait and I'm gonna layer it into this nice glass bowl slash glass thing. So you can look at it while you're eating it, right? Remember, we eat with our eyes. Let me walk you through my ingredients as usual. So I have Greek yogurt here. You know, this is one of my favorites. I have the 5% fat here. I'm using Parfait brand. You can use regular yogurt, but I prefer Greek yogurt because it's thicker and it actually stands up really nice to the other ingredients in the parfait. The other thing is I go with higher fat versions because the lower fat actually has more sugar content to compensate for the texture, so I prefer this because at the end of the day I get lower carbs. And then I have some beautiful frozen cranberries, I have some thyme sprigs, a lemon, I got my favorite sugar replacement, erythritol, but again you can use brown sugar, you can use agave nectar, you can use regular sugar, the sky's the limit. And then I'm gonna dress it up. I have some almond butter here. I love peanut butter, but this one I'm going to use the almond butter. And then I have some really nice toppings here. I have some sunflower seeds, some unsweetened coconut shredded, and then I got some pumpkin seeds. And if I really want a bit more indulgence, you know I love this stuff, the Lindt 90% chocolate, I can just sprinkle it on top. So, without further ado, let's get parfaiting! Guys, the only cooking involved in this recipe is to make the homemade cranberry sauce, and it's so easy. You can use blueberries, raspberries, you can use any fruit really, other than like super watery fruits like watermelon, things like that. It wouldn't be a good fit for this recipe, but you can try whatever. As you know, in keto, we can have all sorts of berries, and I love cranberries because they are loaded with vitamin C, they are super antioxidants, they are tart, so it actually really complements everything else going on in the parfait. So I have my pan here on the stove. I'm gonna turn it to medium heat. And in the meantime, frozen cranberries. I just took them out of the freezer. You know, I buy these guys during Thanksgiving time, so November-ish, and then they're in my freezer and I always use them. Again, it's one of my favorites and they're a superfruit. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the cranberries in the pan. Now, immediately, I want to go ahead and give it a bit of erythritol. I'm gonna put 2 spoonfuls, okay? And then I wanna add a little bit water because if you have no water in the pan, basically what it's gonna do is it's going to burn the sugar and I don't want that. So, give this a little turn. It's funny, I got Christmas music in the background. It's jazz, but yeah, hey, little Christmas spirit never hurt anyone. Actually, one thing I'll tell you, and I'm not really proud of this, but I used to have my Christmas tree in the house all year round. I know, I'm coming clean and telling you, I think this year is the only year I put the Christmas tree away. But the funny thing with COVID-19 situation is actually people are bringing back the Christmas spirit. So people are decorating their house, things like that. So who knows, maybe I'll bring back my Christmas tree. Anyway, even if we don't, we're playing some Christmas tunes and hey, we can all use the positive vibes, right? I put the water in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and increase the heat a little bit to a medium-high heat. In the meantime, I am going to go ahead and also take some thyme sprigs. Thyme is a super flavorful herb. And I love it actually in desserts. Yeah, it's weird, I know. But I like weird things. I think they make the dish really, really spectacular. It gives it a little herby note without being overpowering. Oh, what you want to do with thyme, and I'm gonna show you as soon as I can find a nice little sprig, like this one, is you take the thyme, okay? Now, the leaves are all going this way. So what you want to do is you want to grab the leaves this way. So if you go opposite, and magically you have the thyme. So you don't sit there and go one by one, you know, trying to take the thyme sprigs away. And then I'm also going to add some lemon juice. because the lemon also has the capability to break down fruit. Actually, a very basic fruit compote is fruit, lemon juice and sugar. And you can add a bit of course, water at the beginning just to make sure that the fruit doesn't burn. So now my cranberries, I just want to show you, they have this beautiful dark red color. So now I'm gonna go ahead and give them a stir, but you always want to use a spatula or a wooden spoon. Don't ever go with a metal spoon into your pan, it will destroy the pan. So we want the cranberries to burst, okay? And that will take a bit of time. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and drop my thyme into the cranberries. As soon as the thyme hits the heat, it releases all sorts of aromas. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and give our lemon a chop. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of lemon in there, not the half, really. So let's give this a nice little stir. Now cranberries are tart, and that's why we add the sugar. Because again, it's all about balance. And I wanna make sure that the sauce is nice and thick, because remember, it's gonna be one of the layers and you don't want something too runny. So you can always adjust the water. If your sauce is too thin, you can always add water later, but at the moment, I think I have enough. And always, as I say in cooking, put less than more, because the less is always easier to adjust than more. Now I want to show you this a little bit now. You see the cranberries started breaking down. It's nice and bubbly. So I'm on a medium-high heat right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a little bit of taste, because this is the time to adjust the sugar. So a little bit more, it's too tart. So I'm just gonna give it another little sprinkle, and then we'll give it a stir. It's already thickening up. Now another function of sugar is actually to thicken up stuff, right? And this is what happens like in jams and marmalades and things like that. The fruit is broken down essentially with the acid, the lemon, or some sort of citric acid, and you have sugar. So sugar is critical, not only in terms of sweetness, but also in terms of texture. Cranberries are really bubbling and bursting now, releasing all their beautiful juices. Actually, this does look like Christmas. Look guys, it's gorgeous. So my sauce, I don't know if you can see it clearly, but my sauce is super thick, like this, so a spoon can hold it. Because it's like this, I'm gonna spread it on the pan and remove it from the heat. So I'm back with all my ingredients, and now we are going to assemble this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put at the bottom a nice dollop of Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt, lovely. Now instead of Greek yogurt, I actually use mascarpone. You can use whipped cream, so you can also go to a desserty direction for this. It's really fun. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little bit of that cranberry sauce. Look how festive and gorgeous that looks. I'm actually gonna save it, save half probably for the top. Delicious. I got my Greek yogurt, and then I put the cranberry. Now I think I want a bit of crunch and a little color. So red and green really go well together. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop some pumpkin seeds, a little bit of the sunflower seeds. So this is like a superfood parfait, right? Remember, these are all good for you ingredients. And then let's go ahead. I forgot my almond butter. So almond butter has become really, really trendy over the last couple of years. It's a great source of healthy fats, and it's really, really tasty. Almond butter has a more delicate taste than peanut butter. So lots of people actually prefer it. It's great in desserts and things like that as well. So you want to stir it because the oil goes to the top, and this is what happens naturally in the process. So I'm going to take a nice dollop and go into my parfait. So a couple tablespoons. Now in this one also what you will see is you'll get lots of textures. So you'll have the soft, delicate yogurt, then you'll have the crunch of the almond, the seeds, and then you have the soft fruit. Food is all about textures. And then I'm gonna put another nice layer of Greek yogurt. Now I think I'm gonna save the coconut to the top because with the cranberry it's gonna look really nice. I think now is time for a little chocolate. Don't you agree? So I have my 90% Lindt chocolate here. I just need 2 squares, nothing major. It's breakfast after all. Hey, who can't have chocolate for breakfast, right? Bruno's wondering why we're listening to Christmas music on a random April Saturday. Bruno, the world is a little bit different now, right? So we are being creative. Okay, let's give the chocolate a nice little chop. You can use whatever chocolate your heart desires. Actually, chocolate and berries are a very, very good combination, right? So this doesn't really, it's not that weird. So I'm gonna load it up with my chocolate. I don't want anything left on this cutting board. Let's jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride. Now is the time to go back with our cranberry sauce. And now the color explosion is going to hit you. Yeah, I think I don't want to disturb this too much. I think that looks pretty damn perfect. And then a little bit shredded coconut. Here is my breakfast parfait. Guys, tell me, doesn't that look delicious? Look at all those layers you can see. You can put banana in this one. It would be really also nice with the chocolate and the peanut butter. It would be a great combination. Honestly, this has everything you need to fuel your day. You got the yogurt, which is full of protein and probiotics, immunity. You have your fruit, which is full of antioxidants, vitamin C, immunity. You have your dark chocolate, which is an antioxidant and delicious, right? Very indulgent. And then you got all the nuts and seeds and things like that. And then almond butter with the protein and the fat. So this is gonna keep you going until dinner, I promise. It's breakfast time, everyone. Let's go in and check out this baby. Now I wanna go all the layers down to be able to get a bite of everything. Cheers to all of you! Everything in that bite, it's a different place in my mouth, right? And triggers a different sensation, a different positive emotion. You have to give this a try. Sky's the limit. It's another fun thing you can do with your kids, right? Just put all the toppings and everyone can have their own parfait. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We're going to be making tacos tonight. So, get ready for that. In the meantime, enjoy your breakfast. Give this a try. Let me know how it works. Stay safe, stay home, and I'll see you later. Ciao.